Good morning. Welcome back to Planet Doug Behind the Scenes for Monday, April 27th. And this is a video I'm shooting largely for my own interests because I have two GoPros set up at the same time right now. Over here I have my brand new, extremely exciting GoPro Hero 12, and on the other side I have my trusty, tried and true, loyal GoPro Hero 9. And I want to test, basically I'm testing the audio on the media mod, which is on the Hero 12, but I also wanted to get a sense of the difference in the image quality between the two GoPros in various lighting conditions. And I'm shooting both of them at 1080p, 50 frames per second, linear digital lens, so linear field of view. And this is lighting inside my room here at the hotel. This is what the two cameras look like side by side. And there's the rig. You can see I have two cameras mounted on a bar, so they are basically lined up side by side. So very exciting. That's what we're doing today. Well, that's what we're doing this morning. I'm meeting my friend Daryl for breakfast, so I have to head outside right now. And this is the lighting in a relatively dim hallway, and in a minute, elevator. This is one of the rooms here at my hotel. You can see it's kind of grim and dark outside, a little bit gloomy. Lighting inside an elevator. Very dark in here. Let's see if the two cameras produce video in this lighting situation any differently. This is the lighting right outside my hotel. The sun isn't out yet, so it's still a little bit gloomy. Doesn't look like it's going to rain though, so we should be all right. And of course, this is the interesting scene here, right beside the embassy of Nepal. Everyone here getting their passports renewed. Not sure if Daryl is up there already or not. Maybe. This is where I usually meet Daryl. There's a little spot here where you can pull over to the side of the road and park for a minute without blocking traffic. A little bit of the sky up there. Kind of a dark sky, no bright sunlight yet. Continuing the comparison, this is what the two GoPros look like inside a car. Relatively dim light because the sun isn't really out yet, 7:30 in the morning. And all the audio is being recorded on the media mod. So in theory, I have the front and the rear microphone both enabled. So let's see if we can get Daryl to say something and record something in the front mic. How are you, Daryl?
I'm very good, thank you. We are heading for breakfast actually. So very excited to share. I think this place is very unique in the way they prepared the breakfast from what I saw on the menu. So very excited. I'm so hungry. So
have you been there before?
Nope, my first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you say it's unique, but in what way? Any idea?
The way they prepare, even the porridge, they have all these condiments at the side. The chicken chop you mentioned actually is yin yong, means is dual gravy. Yeah, so things like that. It's very unique. They even have the toast with the drenched in curry, chicken curry.
Okay. And what's it called again? 48 is it, or 80? 84?
8 something. I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So another thing I'm very curious about is the rear microphone. So if I'm aiming the GoPros outside, now I'm still talking, and then I know it's recording my voice quite nicely. So Daryl, what's new in your life?
Nothing much. Just got over terrible sickness, of my tummy rather. But
you met some world famous YouTubers.
No, I mean, well, they're aspiring to be world famous.
Well, they're world famous to me. I did a deep dive into their channel called the Phil Viet Buddies.
Yeah.
two guys operating a channel together, one from the Philippines. He's been teaching English in Vietnam for perhaps as long as 8 years.
Yeah, 8 years.
And his friend from Vietnam. And the two of them make travel videos together.
Yeah. How they met is another interesting story, but that's for another day.
yeah.
But yeah, so they have split duties, and very interesting setup they have. So, but they're committed to the channel. One thing they shared with me, and they are going to save as much as they can for their travels every quarter at least.
And you're going to see them again today?
No.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
tomorrow.
6:30.
Oh.
You're welcome to join if you're. Yeah. So look forward to that.
Here we are heading down the road. Morning traffic.
Oh yeah.
Sun starting to come out.
Sun hitting the buildings.
Yeah.
Nice.
And this is all in the standard color profile, not HDR, nothing fancy. Everything is just at the default. Except I think I dialed in minus 0.5 exposure compensation for both, which is pretty standard. I do that for every camera. They all seem to be slightly at 0 at the default setting. They're all slightly too bright for me. I need to darken it just a touch, I find.
Even on the screen you can see the difference already.
Yeah.
Reviewing 11 versus 12, right? Yours is like
Yes. I talked about that at length in my unboxing. Wow, what a difference between these two. Oh my gosh. These buildings here on the left are so sharp. So much detail. And on the, it could be just the screen.
Correct. It could be a screen improvement as well.
But man, what a... It's night and day between these two right now. I was not expecting this big a difference, if I'm being honest. I really did not. Just looking at the back screens here. That is something else. So there is a reason to upgrade, apparently. Like, you're perfectly happy with the camera you have, and I hear that all the time. You watch all these camera reviews on YouTube, and you know, oh, the new Hero 12 is out, and there'll be so many comments from people saying, well, I'm still using my Hero 7. It works fine. My Hero 7 is an amazing camera. I've had it for years. And I agree with them.
Yeah.
Your camera works fine. Why bother? But at the same time, I see this comparison, and it's like, you might want to trade in that 7 and get the newer model. You'll be surprised at the difference. I'm just sort of mesmerized by the screen right now, looking at the back, just watching the world go by.
Whoa! Excuse me.
Yeah, he's doing a big
wide
turn.
Okay. How do I get in here?
There's the place, 8 Toast it's called. For some reason I thought it was 84 or something like that, but it's actually 8 Toast.
Hang on. Boss, sini boleh park tak? Sekejap.
Ya.
Sana, sebab nak makan saja.
Oh.
Tak boleh?
Sana balik.
Ya.
Ya, sana.
Mana? Boleh. Ya?
Valet parking.
Valet parking berapa?
12.
12. Okay. Okay.
You said 2 bell?
12, no, 12. 12 ringgit.
Sounded like he said 2 bell. 2 bell.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a lot of food.
And he's telling you it's okay to park here.
At 12 ringgit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Then you have to know how to pay, who to pay, what to pay.
Pay him. I guess.
Oh.
Because valet, right?
Oh.
But this I don't know. Valet in other country and valet in Malaysia is so different.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, valet in other country, people actually park for you, right? It's like...
Yeah, we're pulling into valet parking, and I've been curious about that myself. I see, because I've never seen an actual valet, and yet I've seen people use valet parking, but I guess it's a different meaning.
Yeah, different terminology. All right, we are here. Let me whip up my camera as well. Might as well.
Thinking about the parking, because you really don't want to get it wrong. I was looking down at the ground, and I guess if you're parking here illegally or you haven't paid, this is what gets you. They have this thing that pops up, locks you into place, and you can't back out. See, they almost look like parking landmines. There's the neighborhood. The naming of these places is a little bit interesting, because as soon as you see the word Kopitiam, it makes me think of a village, a farming community, very local and traditional Kopitiam. And yet, of course, it's a very modern, slick kind of place, and it's in the most modern setting you can imagine. So in a way, it's as far away from a Kopitiam atmosphere and environment as you can get, at least if you think of Kopitiam in its traditional sense. Daryl, he's got his Pocket 3 out, putting me to shame as he always does.
No.
With his fancy pocket. Look at that.
Oh man.
It's a beautiful camera. Daryl let me borrow it a couple of days last week. Had a lot of fun with it. Oh yeah, that's what this parking thing looks like when it pops up. Yeah, you don't want that jamming into the bottom of your car. This is the inside 8. It's just called, no, it's 8 Toast. Yeah, the name isn't sticking in my head for some reason, but yeah, that makes sense. Toast, Kaya toast is such a big part of the Kopitiam breakfast. So yeah, 8 Toast. And just look around the interior. Very comfortable. A lot of light coming in, which I like. And I love pictures. So nasi lemak with egg, fish soup, and here's the toast, peanut butter toast, and this is the chicken chop rice. It's probably what I'm going to get. I'm a big fan of the chicken chop breakfast. There's chicken tender toast. That looks interesting too. Mi siam. Yeah, this sort of gets back to what I was just saying at the beginning. Like these photographs of an older Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. If I say the word Kopitiam, this is what springs to mind, perhaps. So maybe not necessarily a village, but even a back alleyway, open air seating like that. That's a classic Kopitiam environment, I think. The old. Oh, there's more over there. Oh, mushroom toast. Porridge. I think that might be what Daryl's going to get, the porridge. That looks good too. And then, wide shot of the whole place. First impressions?
Very nice. If only it's not a little bit out of the way, then we have to make a lot of detours to come in. But other than that, very nice. I like it.
And I think you have your eye on the porridge.
Yep.
That does look, that's a really nice presentation.
Correct. I'm a sucker for presentations.
And so yeah, these are all the things that I just saw on the wall. They also have a chicken porridge, trio egg porridge. I'm kind of torn because I do love a good porridge. That would be nice to have. And I do have chicken chop in my neighborhood quite often. So maybe something different. There's the mushroom toast. Also looks very interesting.
They have a big breakfast set as well. Right?
They do?
Yeah. But somewhere.
Tender chicken toast. Curry tender chicken toast. I think if I was going to get chicken, I think I'll get this one instead of the chicken chop.
Good. Yeah, that looks good.
Banjir tender chicken toast. Curry chicken toast. Yeah, I think
This
that one.
A11 is this one.
Is that one?
A11.
Okay, Banjir.
Means it's already, all the gravy is on.
I see.
Yeah. It's like flooded. Banjir is flooded.
Okay. A11
Yeah.
for me.
A11. Coming right up. Drinks. 10:01. Cham. Would you like a cham?
Yeah, I think so. Cham.
Hot. Or cold?
Cold. Yeah, I'm gonna go for cold this morning.
7. Less sugar or no sugar?
No. No.
No sugar.
If that's an option.
Yeah, you can just put that down.
Rendang chicken. That looks really good too. Rendang chicken mi rebus.
Quite extensive, the menu. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Now, okay, here's a separate listing
Yeah.
for their nasi lemak, ayam goreng.
Mee siam.
Yep. Ooh, cheesy chicken chop. And then some pasta at the very end. Tomato ham and mushroom pasta. I haven't had any pasta for a long time. And a peanut butter smoothie.
Yeah, that one was like, what?
Yeah. Had all kinds of adventures so far, which fairly normal for me. The item that I carefully picked out on the menu, the waiter came over and said, well, that particular breakfast item out of the entire menu, that's the one item we don't have right now. Yeah. So you have to pick something else out. And I'm going over the whole menu and I couldn't really understand what he was saying, exactly why that item wasn't available and how it affected other items. Anyway, I ended up picking the chicken chop, but I can't get the curry chicken chop because apparently it's the curry that's not ready. So it's a very complicated life I lead. Even the power of Daryl couldn't save me this morning. Sorry.
There you go. This is their sambal.
Sambal. I went for a cold cham.
And mine the hot.
He's went for hot. I would normally go for hot, but for some reason, I had a hot cup of coffee this morning already.
That explains it. Mee siam. Let's try the mee siam without anything.
Mee siam, you called it?
Thai, this
Thai?
Thai bee hoon. Some people call it Thai
okay.
bee or mee siam.
Okay.
It has a little bit of Thai flavors in there, right? I think you can taste it. So really quite spicy. Let me try this a little bit.
Yeah, the noodles on their own are pretty spicy.
Yeah. It's nice. That should be really nice. I think I ordered the nasi lemak here with that sambal. Wow.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah?
The coloring of sambal kind of freaks me out sometimes because it looks so deadly, the red,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
not as crazy hot,
Oh,
spicy
yeah.
as you would think. It's more flavorful than it is hot.
Yeah.
At least that's my experience.
Oop. Careful.
But the noodles on their own are actually pretty spicy.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some heat in these
Ooh.
noodles.
Yeah, Thai for a reason. Another place I like the mee siam is actually at Nyonya Colors. Yeah, you can get it. If I'm not mistaken, still at the airport. Yeah, yeah, in my town, a few malls basically.
I actually abandoned my camera test to an extent right here because I set up my 360 camera. I've been doing that more lately. I have to remember how useful that camera is. So now we've moved over from the Hero 9 to Hero 12 comparison to the Insta360 X3, including that a little bit. Daryl has his Pocket 3 set up on the table as well. So we've got quite the operation going on here. 4 cameras.
Do you think you would it be able to capture the pocket from this angle?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't seem like it, does it? But
Yeah, doesn't seem like.
that's how it works.
Yeah, that's the power of 360.
It might be right in the stitch line or something distorted, depending on. But I find with the X3, I don't generally have trouble with that. The X2, you did. You'd see the microphone
I see.
as a black blob in the air.
So last time, whenever in Maysot, especially when you're walking around, there's little thing coming out. Is this thing, right?
Yeah. But the X3 got a lot better at that.
Yeah,
They fine-tuned it. And the X4,
definitely fix it. Totally.
they
Yeah.
fixed it. It's wider.
But I was just thinking because during David Manning's explanation is thicker, blah blah blah. But if it's thicker, means the stitch line, that part is also longer slightly, right? Should be technically, because that point logically, I mean, it tells me it should be slightly
See what you
further
mean,
away.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No,
No.
doesn't work that way.
Because it comes to a point right beyond the microphone. So it would actually be closer, because in order to get past the microphone, you got to meet out here. But if your beginning point is wider, it's a sharper angle, right? It comes nearer.
Oh, okay. So it's wider. It's become like this. You mean?
As the camera gets wider, it would come closer to you, the meeting point. Yeah.
Maybe.
I think.
Yeah. You're right.
These days, I get everything wrong, so don't listen to me.
What do you think of the coffee? It's alright? I'm gonna order a black after this.
I have to let it get cold. It starts off as hot, and then they put the ice in, so it takes a while for it to...
True.
Who knows? A little bit of sugar might set it off nicely. Something's coming.
Oh, that's mine.
Oh, that's yours. Oh.
Thank you. Look at that.
That is much more elaborate than I expected.
Yeah.
Bigger portions. I thought they were tiny portions on the outside.
Yeah.
But no, that's
humongous, isn't it? And I was wondering what was this. I thought it was tofu. You know, like bean curd. But it's not. It's actually chicken. My warm porridge has arrived. Look at that. So that is the pickled tofu, long beans, salted egg, peanuts. This is one of my favorites. What's it? I'll come back to you. And this is the fried chicken, and then the porridge itself with the youtiao nestled on top. Love the presentation. Nice.
I instantly think that's what I should have ordered. You know, everybody always gets the best food.
Why don't we do this for my thumbnail straight away? Do you mind?
Oh, do something. Ooh. That's pretty. I don't know how much. Let me take a couple. Seems really, really wide somehow.
Oh, okay. Then just put a one.
They just seem distorted.
Yeah.
I think that'll be all right.
All right.
I left empty space off to the left.
Okay, cool.
But you can see.
Plenty of room to play with.
I can zoom in close if you want.
No, that's good. Oh, that's huge. Ooh, what's that?
So now I don't have to eat for the next 2 days. This will be powering me for quite a long time.
Yeah. It's because his Thai chicken chop with rice. Right.
Yeah, Thai chicken chop.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means in terms of the flavor, because the normal one I was going to order was curry, but it's a curry sauce that isn't available for anything, so I couldn't get chicken chop with curry. So this is the Thai version. It's going to be filling, and what's in here? Is this yours? Or
No, it's yours.
Oh, a little bit of broth.
Yeah.
Nice light broth. Wow. They don't mess around here with portion sizes.
Oh yeah,
This
I
is-
was about to say that.
This is
Crazy.
filling.
Porridge. Yum. Okay, let's give this a try.
Thought I'd switch over to the GoPro just for a minute, because all the food has arrived, the main dishes. What do they call that again? This is porridge. Warm porridge. And as you can see, it comes with a big display of side dishes. And they're much bigger than I thought from the photograph. All that chicken, veggies, that looks really, really good. And then my Thai chicken chop here. Both look really nice. So, there we are.
Alright, let's get this party started.
Yeah. So at some point, you have to stop filming and you have to start eating.
I'm always filming. Look at the detail. Ooh, the smoke.
I've been listening to Daryl over there talking about how delicious, how amazing his breakfast is. Now I better dive into mine. It's making me hungry.
Let me give you one. You will know what I mean.
Ah, okay. Well, let me start with that then. Chicken. Something special about it? Like the
It's the
coating?
marinade.
Oh, okay.
It goes well with the porridge.
Wow. You're not kidding.
Wow.
So it's got a lot of flavor
Yeah.
embedded in it. It's soaked up all this sauce. That's really good.
Yeah. Because porridge is very plain, right?
I'm gonna find out what makes this Thai chicken chop. There must be something in the flavoring. I don't know what's gonna happen here.
It's the sauce, I guess.
Sweet.
Yeah.
A little bit of sweet sauce.
Yes, it is.
That's nice. I was missing the curry, but I don't miss it anymore. This is a nice change.
Good? Enjoying it?
Well, very good.
Very good. It looks so crispy as
You're
well.
welcome to a piece.
I don't know. I had it before.
Oh, you
At
have?
other places, not here.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna have our breakfast. I'm gonna shut off the camera. Speak to you shortly. Don't forget your broth as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. There's a lot of food.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was quite prepared for this much, you know?
Come on, you're out with Daryl, man.
True.
You should know better.
Well, one thing I noticed with my whole intermittent fasting business I've got going on lately, it shrinks your stomach. So you feel, even if you feel really hungry, if you order a big meal to match how hungry you feel, you can't eat it all because your stomach is not capable anymore.
Yeah.
So.
It's a good thing, actually.
The broth is nice, but there's never anything wrong with broth. You can serve me broth like this with anything. I'll always be happy. Get a cheeseburger at McDonald's. Here's your broth, sir. Thank you. Thank you. It'll go with everything. Breakfast is over, and Daryl and I are heading out. He's going to work. I guess I'm going back to work. I have videos to edit and that sort of thing. But yeah, the meal, really big portions. I couldn't even finish it. So I have half of a chicken chop and rice in a to-go box. So I'm going to take that with me. So really good.
Are you gonna have that for your lunch or for your dinner?
That'll be dinner.
Ah, okay.
Definitely dinner. But yeah, this place. Oh, there it is there.
Yeah.
Eight toast. Planet Doug approved.
Yeah. Wow.
I like this place quite a bit. I saw tons of things on the menu that I could happily order. The breakfast you had, I'd love to try that.
Very good.
Yeah. And the prices are not that
Yes.
bad.
Surprisingly. Even the set of the coffee with 2 half-boiled eggs and toast with kaya butter and everything is only 10 ringgit. That's a good deal.
Right.
Yeah.
What was mine? The chicken chop?
Yeah, Thai chicken chop rice.
Yeah. How much was it? It was
$14.50.
like yeah. So you're not going to get a better deal than that for a
And
meal
air
like this.
conditioned,
air
blah, blah,
conditioned,
blah. Yeah.
comfortable seating.
Yeah. beautiful. High back chairs.
Yeah, I know. Some of the tables have stools. I noticed that right
next
away.
to us as well.
Yeah. And a chair. I really like the chair.
But you can see every table they
mix them.
They mix them.
Kids, maybe one kid sitting on the stool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Good concept.
Yeah, comfortable chairs too.
Yeah.
So, this whole thing is, not all of it, but it's been on the 360 camera. Now I'm going to switch back to my little GoPro testing mode.
Yeah.
So, switching back to the GoPro after this. I'm continuing with my testing of the new GoPro Hero 12, and I have the Hero 9 beside it still. And I'm testing the video quality, but also just overall use experience, and also the audio, the media mod microphones. Just want to see how that sounds in various situations. But yeah, I am wondering though whether in a video, if you're trying to be professional, can you even mix and match video from these two cameras, because they're going to look so different.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah.
If I have, the Hero 12 in my hand and the 9 on a chest harness, going back and forth between them, be like, whoa, huh? Whoa, huh? Whoa. It's like, who knows? Or maybe it won't be that apparent. I'm not sure.
But I think if you're like on a walking, I think should be fine. Bright sunlight, I think should be okay.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the little bit of video I reviewed on my phone from the 12, it kind of freaked me out in a way, because there was something so, I don't know how to describe it, maybe digital, but it almost looked hyper realistic. That's what I'm thinking of. It's just like, whoa, there's so much sharpness and detail, and it's like it actually looked hyper real, almost to being unpleasant. It was so hyper realistic looking.
Can you control the noise and sharpness?
Yeah, I mean, I have it on, I think it default is medium sharpness. All the experts say lower it to to the lowest sharpness level. I may actually do that. I normally don't believe. I think people say that just to look cool. They're like, oh yeah, first thing you got to do is put the sharpness. Everybody repeats it because they've heard everybody else say it. But in this case, I don't know, it's so sharp, it's almost too much. So I think even I might believe it, that you should yeah, I'm in the middle of re-editing the P. Romley video. I am going to make a short version of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was working on this morning before you came by. It's funny though, every time I go over the video and I'm removing, like all I want is P. Romley left. So all the bus stuff, going on the bus, here I am on the bus, here's the bus route, here's the bus. I took all that out. I just want to keep P. Romley. So I figured that was enough. But then I'm watching the video again, and then every single time I watch the video, I come across a new little chunk of me babbling like a moron about some stupid thing. And I was like, okay. In my mind, I was thinking, okay, let's say someone from the P. Romley archive contacts me. Can we have a copy? Like, give us a link to your video. What do I want to send them? What is the most professional version of this video I can make? So the stuff where I'm talking about Malaysian names, Asian names, how they're hard to remember, remove all of that. And then I watch the whole video again, and then there's these little things, just little snippets here and there, like Planet Doug stuff. And I don't even notice it the first time because I'm so used to me babbling about some random thought. So I say, oh, I can delete that too. Oh, gotta get rid of that, gotta get rid of that. Because I'm on the bus talking about P. Romley, and then we go over the bumps, and the bus is like rattling. So I did them, making fun of the noise that the bus is making. I thought, oh yeah, that's not that professional. Let's take that out. But then when you take things out, the two videos that come together don't always flow one into the next.
Correct.
So you got to somehow do something there to tweak it, to have it transition. And this might be interesting as a comparison. Hero 12.
Sorry.
Oh, and the Hero 9. I can, on the screen, I'm looking at the video and I can see a color difference. There's the Hero 12 is much more accurate based on what I'm seeing with my eyes. The blacks and the whites and the grays are very accurate. The Hero 9 has a yellowish tint to everything. I don't know why that would be.
Yeah. Or is it green? Yeah, like greenish yellow.
Green yellow, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
you can probably see it there.
Yeah, can. It's a bit bright as well.
And this is, yeah, the inside of the car. I think there's a big difference in brightness. On the screen anyway, I can see my face, but on the Hero 9, it's just black. I can't really see anything. Or no, it was actually the other way around. What am I talking about? No, that's weird. Yeah, I can see my face on the 9,
yeah.
But I can't on the 12.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's interesting.
That is interesting.
That's why even at the back it was brighter, right? So this is
yeah, there too. I can see you on the 9, but I can't see you on the 12. But of course I do have the exposure compensation set up.
Ah.
Huh, look at that.
Yep. Handles better in low light. Oh my god.
I know. That's crazy.
A point for the Hero 9.
Yeah, maybe. I'll have to see what it actually looks like.
Yeah, of course.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, very interesting.
And there's the, yeah, but there, you see that difference there?
Yeah, that's why I think it's very bright.
Maybe I don't have exposure compensation set up on that one. I'll check in a second. Underground parking lighting. See, I can see how these two cameras stack up against each other. And I'm shooting a side-by-side shot of the city right now. Very interesting looking at the two LCD screens, where the Hero 12 video looks much more realistic, but there's a certain, I don't know, a little bit brighter maybe on the 9. The greens are a little bit more saturated, but and then here, curious what the difference is. Again, the colors on the 12 are much more accurate compared to what I'm seeing with my eyes. The color of these posts and mainly the grays and the whites, the cement and the tiles. And as I said, I'm also testing the Media Mod microphone, so I'm curious. Sort of a normal environment for walking around, shooting a video in a new city if you're out exploring. And do you need the Rode Wireless Go, or maybe you can just get away with using the Media Mod? And there's another shot off in this direction. 106 Exchange Tower. And over there is Cochrane MRT station. Shooting into the light. See if the two cameras handle that differently. Classic Kuala Lumpur scene going down into the MRT system. Another classic KL scene down on the MRT platform. There's a lot of this silver and gray and black, and I think the Hero 12, for whatever reason, handles that color reproduction a lot better than the Hero 9. I've just stepped outside of the Pasar-Seni LRT station. I could have transferred over to the Kelana Jaya line and gone all the way to Masjid Jamek, but I thought since I'm doing this camera comparison, I'd walk along the river, walk along the Klang River and shoot a little bit more video, and gives me more video to compare between the two. This shot has nice sun and shadow and sky and greenery and cement. And I've got the sun right on my face. In bright sunlight like this, of course, this is when action cameras are at their best. Cameras with bigger sensors don't need as much light, but for a GoPro or Action 4 or anything like that, the more light the better. So we'll see how this looks. Yeah, one thing that surprised me so far is some shadowy, darker examples like this. The 9 was actually holding its own against the 12, at least on the LCD screen. It even looked brighter than the 12, which was a surprise to me. Sitting inside the car in the parking garage, I could see my face on the 9, but I couldn't on the 12. But maybe when you look at the video full size, even though the 12 looked dark here, maybe you could still make out like good natural detail, and the bright 9 image might look kind of false and artificial, I'm not sure. So, haven't had any rain, so the Klang is down pretty low today. I see a big difference in the watercolor on the two LCD screens. Much greener on the 9, more natural on the 12. What I'm seeing with my eyes matches what I see on the 12 right now, not on the 9. Same thing with the sky. I think the 9 has a more saturated blue up there. The 12 is more natural looking, more realistic. Yeah, big difference there. The 9, very bright, overly saturated green on the 12. This looks very natural to me. Very true to life colors. The 9 is exaggerated. There's a beautiful white against the blue. Very dramatic. Yeah, again, just looking at it from a point of view of comparing colors, there's a lot of green in the Hero 9. A lot more natural colors on the 12. Yeah, thinking about the brightness, maybe the Hero 12 doesn't need the lowered exposure compensation. But it looks pretty good to me looking on the screen right now. Kind of like the bright, punchy colors of the 9, but as I said, it's not quite as realistic or as detailed as what I'm seeing from the 12. Looking at the trees on the left on the LCD screen, could be just the screen is low, as higher resolution, or maybe the video as well, but I see a lot of detail in the trees, in the leaves, and it's a lot less detailed on the 9 video. Well, let's walk along this way. Now I've adjusted the exposure so that the Hero 12 is at 0 for exposure compensation. This is like straight out of camera, the default. 9 I still have at -0.5. I think the 9 definitely needs it. And again, I see a really big difference between the two images on the LCD screen here. 12 is much more pleasing to my eye. And then looking down at the river, 12 still looks pretty good. A little bit brighter because I reduced or increased the exposure to match the brightness of the 9. Yeah, I don't think there's really any comparison between the two images, at least again that I see on the LCD screen. I'll have to take a look on the laptop, see what the actual video looks like. Big difference here in the color tones. Heavily saturated, exaggerated on the 9. Interesting lighting conditions in here. Back in the shade underneath the LRT line, train tracks up there. A couple more blocks to go before I reach my hotel. I'll go in that direction there. All right, coming to the end of my morning's behind the scenes activities. Testing my new GoPro Hero 12 back inside elevator. The elevator lighting. See how that looks on this, and then see how the audio sounds too. And there's a dark room. Identical to the one I'm staying in, but this one is nice and clean, nice and tidy, just no lights on. And here I am inside my room with the lights off, and again, I'm very surprised at the difference. The Hero 9 is quite bright. I assume the image is very noisy, but it is actually quite bright. And the Hero 12 is much darker by comparison. And for some reason, I wasn't expecting that at all. Let's turn on some lights. And there's the difference with the lights on. Again, I'm pretty sure the 12 is coming across as much more natural. But the 9 much more saturated colors. But there you are. A comparison between the 9 and the 12. And a really nice breakfast with Daryl at 8 Toast Kopitiam. Highly recommended. That was a great place for breakfast. I'd go back there in a heartbeat. So that's it. Time for a shower and another cup of coffee here back in my room, and I'll see you in the next video.